Are you completely exhausted by being micromanaged by your micromanager? Well, if you are, I have 4 steps that will help you to not only manage your micromanager, but feel really good about being at work. My name is Phil Chicho, and I work with people just like you all around the globe, helping them to have a better work life, understand their manager, and understand how to actually manage their manager. Look, I know it can be exhausting when you have somebody hovering over you and checking in all the time and wondering if you're doing a good job or not, right? These things can be exhausting, but you have to understand a couple of things here. First of all, okay, and this is the first step to understanding your micromanager, is actually understanding them, right? Look, the reason why a person micromanages is because of a couple of things, right? One is they have some insecurities. Now, that may not be just work insecurities. There could be insecurities in their life. Now, you don't need to be a psychologist and determine what their insecurities are, but just understanding that there's insecurities and the reason why they're all over you is because they need a sense of security that you're doing exactly what they need you to do, right? That's a need that they have. Now, unfortunately for you, there's not much you can do about that need, but what you can do is raise your level of understanding, okay? Now, what I mean by this is if we raise our level of understanding, then we lower our level of frustration. So if you can understand that this person has some internal insecurity, right, that you may not know about, and they're just striving to meet that, right, making sure that they feel secure, then if you can increase your level of understanding, then of course you'll manage this relationship from a place of understanding instead of a place of frustration. That alone, not having to manage from a place of frustration, will put you more at ease, allow you to be more productive, be more effective, and then hopefully meet the standards of your manager. So that's the number one thing, is understand. The second thing, and this sort of ties into number one, is that you need to over communicate. Look, they want to know everything that you're doing, right? So they keep checking in, and you're frustrated that they keep checking in. They're hovering over you. You're looking over your shoulder, right? They're always looking in to see how things are going. Well, why don't you give them that ahead of time? Give them what they're looking for so they stop looking for it, right? Over communicate, over update, over deliver. Do this for a period of time so that when they're ready to check in, you've already checked in with them, okay? So, and they can stop checking in with you. Now, I know that might seem like it's a little bit of extra work, but this upfront effort will serve you. Look, I've been through this, okay? I had a micromanager was driving me absolutely bonkers, okay? But what I did was I created a game around this, right? So I started to figure out what could I do to get this person to get off of my back? Well, you know what? I would give them everything that they wanted, everything that they needed before they had a chance to ask me, okay? Even if that meant getting up a little bit early and firing off a bunch of emails of where I stand and what I've been doing and how yesterday went, so that they open that up and they don't have to ask me, okay? So you need to over communicate, over update, over deliver, right? All those things. And I'm sure that you probably are doing quality work, otherwise you wouldn't be so frustrated here, okay? But just make sure that you're doing the best that you can to over communicate. The third thing, this person really wants control. Micromanagers have a sense of needing control. Now, we all want some level of control, right? We want some level of choice and some level of control in our life. This person needs control. Now, why is that? Well, maybe they don't have control in other areas of their life. Maybe they never felt in control. Or maybe this sense of control is just an internal need for them that you don't need to understand, but you just need to know that they need to have control. So play the game like I did. I had somebody that was my direct supervisor that needed to be in control of everything. So guess what? I made them feel like they were in control. All you need to do is make them feel like they are in control. So maybe ask them some questions. What do I need to be doing better? Or what can I be doing better? And give them that sense of they're controlling you. So what I mean by that is that they're not actually controlling you, right? They just need to have a sense of control. So maybe you say to them, hey, I'm really productive when I work in, from this time to this time, like in the morning, right? I get really productive. And so I need to avoid distractions. And so you could ask them, what are some of the things that you do to avoid distractions? And just let them tell you, right? So they're telling you what they do, right? So that they're actually telling you that I'm not going to distract you during those times, right? Ask them for advice. Anytime you ask your micromanager for advice, you're giving them a sense of control, right? You're giving them a sense of your advisor. Hey, could you give me some advice? I'm trying to be more productive so that you don't have to keep checking in on me, right? What are some ways that would benefit me to help you better, right? And so asking those kinds of questions, you know your manager better than I do, okay? And there may be some things that you can't ask them, but give them a sense of control. How can you make your manager feel like they already are in control? Not in control of you, but in control, so that they stop controlling you, okay? So that's number 3. And number 4, just be your best, right? Be your best self. And the reason why I say this, okay, now I'm not sure if maybe you aspire to be a manager someday, but you know what? Maybe you do. And if you do, you want to be the best version of you in your position, right? And if you love what you're doing and you love the people and you enjoy being where you're working, and the only thing that's really a problem is your manager, well, guess what? You want to stay there. So be the best version of you. And guess what? You might get promoted into another department. You might get promoted, into some other position that might maybe move you away from this manager. In my experience, I made this a game for me, okay? I had a micromanager, kind of a tyrant, really controlling, always checking in, right? All those things. And I made it a game to make this person feel like they were in control. I over-communicated. I certainly understood where they were coming from. Maybe they had a lack of control at home. I knew a little bit about this person, okay? And I decided to just be the best version of me in that position I could possibly be. Guess what happened? I not only got promoted, I got promoted above this person, became this person's boss. Now, of course, you're thinking, oh, you must have went in and just, drove this guy crazy. No, of course not. I decided that I was going to be the person, the boss or the manager of this person that I wanted this person to be for me. And guess what? It worked out fine. So look, these are really 4 simple steps. Understand, over-communicate, give some control, and be the best version of you, okay? If you like this video, make sure you click the like button. If you haven't subscribed already, which I hope you have, please subscribe. And I know for sure that there are plenty of people on your team that are dealing with this micromanager as well. So please share this video with them so that they can get some help as well. Hope you enjoyed the video. Look forward to seeing you in my next video. Have a great day.